Alright, final match. And actually, he won the die roll 3 times in a row, and I just conceded until finally this game where he actually just chose to draw first. But I keep losing the die rolls, which is fun. This is really bad. Like, I would love this hand if I knew my matchup. Um, in this matchup, this is really bad, actually. This is just the worst. But would I keep this normally? Like I have to count on my brainstorm resolving, then I have to have a land, and then after that, this hand is actually not bad. So this is like the one matchup where I would hate this hand. Maybe not. That might not even be true. Like my brainstorm, like I have to turn one it in order for me to play around the most possible cards, like Spell Pierce and Daze from other decks as well. So that's already putting me in a hole because if I miss, I just lose. I think I just have to mulligan. Yeah, if I knew the matchup, I would keep that. This hand is also bad in this matchup. Actually, this is just bad in general. I think I might even just mulligan this. Like, it doesn't do anything. So we have to hope we're against a deck that doesn't do anything also, which is unlikely. Okay. Well, this is not good. For this matchup, it's actually fine. I have no problem taking one for like, a couple turns to try to get a 2-for-1. Sure. I mean, there's no way I'm countering that. Also, I'm just not going to swords it until it actually has power. I've made that mistake before. Just kind of, because Goyf is the biggest creature they could have. But it's also just a 0-1, so no reason to waste swords yet. Maybe I should swords it now. Actually, truth is, I should force of will that, I think. It seems bad, but I think I should do that. In which case, I should path it, or swords this first. Yeah. Okay. Still have a long way to go. Oh, I'll take it. Man, I really, really wish I had a ponder or a brainstorm. Preferably a brainstorm. So that I could actually trade here and not, well, I guess I wouldn't lose value, but I would also just 2-for-1. But I'm not willing to trade this just for an Mongoose, as long as I have explosives, until I draw a brainstorm or anything else I could use. Like if it flies a creature, I could swords it. Like that. But that creature happens to cost 1 mana. gonna explode for sure. That's a force of will. Okay. So he's still not quite threshold. But I'm gonna walk into a daze. Well, even if he... I should stop. No, yeah, I should stop. Even if he has daze, I at least get to resolve the Snapcaster, which trades for Nimble Mongoose. Oh, well, I guess actually if he has daze, he's only one card away from threshold. So... almost anything. I mean, that's still fine. Like, then I might be able to resolve Batterskull, which is my real only hope of winning. And this is going to go get... so that's kind of tricky. Do I want a black source? Damn. I like how he sorcery sped it too. Just no messing around. I still have the swords, I think, yeah. So what land do I want? Like I have to play around a wasteland on either of my lands. So if you wasted my Tundra, I would want to have Underground Sea. And if you wasted the sea, that's fine. I just want to have black mana. That's fine, yeah. Interesting timing. I have to brainstorm here for sure. I accidentally skipped my combat because I wasn't sure if I was going to brainstorm. Interesting. Very interesting. So I'm gonna Mystic, go get the Batterskull again, have Brainstorm handy. And this is kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm going to 4. As long as I can survive Bolt. Like I really want a double block here. But then I'm cold to... well, like the card he has in hand could easily be a Force of Will. Or it could be a top deck Spell Pierce or Daze, so... yeah, nice timing. Okay, now we're in business. Let's see. I think he's just dead. Like the only thing he could have is ice. And if he had fire ice, he probably... no, I guess he wouldn't have fired here. He would save it. Okay, so he could have that, and then afterwards he has to have an answer for Force of Will. And then I'm still alive. get ice. The top two cards are neither blue, so I have to just force this. Top card is swords. Oh wait, oh, I'm an idiot. Puts me at 3. So I probably wouldn't have done that, but only because I had swords on top. So I would be at 4. This taps. I draw swords. I'm able to double block and swords. Is that even good? I would still have Snapcaster and Force in hand, so that might actually be reasonable. But then I don't have a germ. I might have to do that anyway. So I guess if I'm playing as if he has Bolt and I let it resolve, I could double chump the mongooses. Yeah. I'm too invested in like trading for one when I don't have to. And I even had Snapcaster still, so that's even more, makes it more so true. Okay, so where are we at? I have a Batterskull with no germ. My top card is Thoughtseize. It's awkward. Guess I'm just bouncing equipment or bouncing putting into play. I think. Well, I have to take 3 to do that, or I could chump block. Yeah, I'm undervaluing chump blocking in this matchup. I just don't do it enough. See, this time I might not have to attack. He double blocks. I'm at 11. I think I'm actually just better off attacking after all. And I'm not gonna wait to swords this Delver. Just in case he has Force of Will in hand. Actually, I should have swords it pre-combat to see if he had Spell Pierce or Daze, because then I'm not attacking. So another few loose plays here. Oh, if this was a brainstorm, I still probably wouldn't keep this hand. But I'd be much more tempted to. I really don't want to keep a one-lander in this matchup, but I don't want to go to 5 either. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, I just did win on a mulligan to 5, but... Good, 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 good. I would actually have no problem pondering here, but since I have Spell Pierce, I would rather save that for a Brainstorm, since he didn't have a turn 1 play. Goif. It's fine. I'll take a couple points, I think, before I have to path it. Yep. I mean, as long as I'm drawing lands, I don't need to play Ponder yet. Ooh, actually, this is interesting. I'd probably still make this same play, but he could have... Actually, maybe I shouldn't have. If he has Daze there, and I Spell Pierce like that, he can Wasteland my Strand, and then in response to me fetching, Daze my Spell Pierce. Which it's like a really weird thing, because you don't really think about that. I might have actually sacked my fetch to play around that. If I'd considered. Yeah, he could have played his land first also. Of course, like with Brainstorm, you want to wait to play your land so you can draw a fetch, but that's the dilemma there. How greedy do you really want to be? I'm gonna see if he has Daze to see if he knows about that play, and while I'm thinking, when am I gonna path that Tarmogoyf? I'm gonna ponder. Excuse me, jeez. I'm gonna ponder, then figure out if I want to crack my fetch, and then path it probably. I'm actually just adding a sorcery now to the graveyard, so pretty sure I'm just gonna crack. Yeah, Brainstorm is definitely the best out of these. Don't want the other ones very much. Basic Plains sounds good to me. Another one. Man. I can't. Man. I can't do it. I can't waste a Brainstorm. Can I? Yeah, it's a classic. Okay. Man, like if this is the way the game's played out, he has nothing. He can't do anything. He can't cast Spell Pierce. Can't cast spells. If he had a force, he probably would have forced my Spell Pierce. Or my path. He would have definitely forced one of those, I'm pretty sure. But if I force here, I have nothing. I have nothing. What are his 4 cards? What are they? Like bolts, probably a ponder or a thought scour, even a creature. Nah, I have to let him have it. I think right now, I think mine's more important than his. Actually, his is pretty. They're both really important, but I'm basically if his misses, like it's just as bad for him, and that's what actually what happened. It's just as bad as me countering it. This is actually kind of interesting. Should I intuition now? No, I'm not going to. But I'm also not going to walk into a spell pierce if he leaves it open. He's upkeep thought scouring. Fair enough. Wasteland, Ancient Grudge. He's actually playing Ancient Grudge. I really wasn't sure. He definitely should be, 100%. I think that's an intuition. The thing, though, is I'm not going to have a swamp for very long. That's not a big deal. I mean, this is going to crush him pretty well. Yeah, it's going to be forced. And I believe I'm forcing back. Actually, that's awkward. This is the days situation. But the thing is, though, I want to get a black source, so I'll be able to wasteland it if I play around the days. So I guess I'm gonna allow the days to happen if I am willing to force. I'm still not sure yet. Like, this is pretty game ending. It's gonna be, well, it's actually only gonna be 4 tokens, and then I have to wait till I draw another fetch land. Four tokens. It's not bad. Not good enough, though, I think. Very, very difficult matchup. I wonder if I could find room for a basic swamp. Maybe in the sideboard or something. That's a good draw. Thing is, though, let's see. Yeah, I could actually make pretty good use of that if he doesn't flip the Delver. And if he does flip it, I guess I'm just pathing. Or I could just explosives also. Oops. Okay, we're gonna brainstorm. Snapcaster, fetch, brainstorm. Talk about some value. I think we're done with this Force of Will. It's just doing nothing. Like, every time we could cast it, it's just been horrible. And then after that, the fetch land, yeah. So we're gonna crack for an island. Um, that's fine, I guess. Okay, draw. Island, not exciting at all. Ooh, now we're talking. Let's see. He has Ancient Grudge, but I can actually afford to play around that for a little while. I'd really like to draw the Spell Snare, I think. Like, it's a way to answer the Grudge, but I don't think I can afford to. Well, actually, I can afford to, but I don't think it's worth it, actually. And do I play this island? Yeah, I'm going to. Man, I sure don't draw Lingering Souls very often. Like, the Black Source situation would be a little even more awkward if I actually drew Lingering Souls. But I don't draw it. Okay, he's forcing with force, I think. And yeah, my top card is Spell Snare, which is no longer very good. I don't want to draw Spell Snare anymore. So now we're still mated. He has 4 lands to my 6. He has 2 cards to my explosives. And he has Ancient Grudge. That's actually pretty relevant. Play around Spell Snare. Since I can actually afford to. Save this for Brainstorm, which I hope I will draw at some point soon. Or Snapcaster. That was the end step. Ooh, not bad. Although I have yet to see a Pyroblast, or a Bolt, or a Fire and Ice, so it's probably gonna die. Well, it didn't die yet, but there it is. Snare, Pierce. Yeah, you can have those. It's kind of awkward to leave him with a snare, yeah. But it's better if I'd rather him have a snare and me know about it than him have a new card that I don't know about. Okay, we're in trouble now. Yeah, I wish he didn't have a snare, but I still don't know if I should have picked it. Yeah, we're talking intuition here. Oh man, maybe I should have picked it. I don't know. Intuition's not good because I have 0 black mana. Well, I think I have to run it. Okay, we're in business. We're gonna lose the swords. No, wait. Okay, island for sure. Probably just fetch land. Yeah. We're gonna crack this one for a black source and flashback Lingering Souls. I mean, I could get rid of this, but I would rather just run multiple cards through his spell snare, because eventually I'm going to draw a Mystic or another Snapcaster. God, Fire is really good. Like, if he attacks into my 4 tokens... Actually, he's probably going to Pierce. Oh, he's definitely going to Pierce. Maybe I should wait. Yep, I should wait. But I have to... Ah, shit, I have to crack the fetch, though. My top card is another fetch. That's awkward. Yeah, there's two things that I don't want to do are happening right now. I don't want to draw a fetch. I don't want to get my Lingering Souls countered, and I don't want my Black Source to be destroyed before I can cast it. I'm going to draw the fetch, because otherwise I just am dead to this Mongoose. It also does give me another Black Source for the future. Oh. Just flat ran it out. Okay. So now I'm just chump blocking with these spirits. Or no spirits. This is either very stupid or very smart. I would have to say that's actually a fine play. I guess with that mana. Actually, if he was going to play that, he probably could have played that first. Then, end step, I try to path it. He wastes, and then spell pierces. And then if I don't path it, he upkeeps the wastelands. Boom! So one of his cards is... Actually, yeah, it's Snare and Pierce still. Okay, sweet. Well, I wasted a path. Pierce and Snare. How many fetch lines do I have left in my deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 left. Wow. How did they all get in the graveyard? 6. Jeez, I've drawn a lot. Most of these lands are fetched out, apparently. Okay, well... Which one of these do I want to eat the snare? Actually, what am I even flashing back? Brainstorm, I guess. Yeah, I would rather have the Mystic Resolve because I have to be able to win this game. Well, I can win this game with Lingering Souls, inevitably, but this is much faster. And Pyroblast. Okay, sure. Holding on to that snare. Force of Will? Okay, sure. I'll hard counter something, maybe. Or hard cast. Yeah. If I can play around the Pierce. This is fun. Poop. I have to force? I could force it just flat out, or I could brainstorm first. I'll brainstorm first. Okay. Now I can click. Let's see. If I was going to shuffle away one of these cards, what's it going to be? It's going to be Swords. And I put this one on top. Oh, I don't have enough blue mana to do everything I want. That's okay. Probably don't have to play both of these. Now my clock is pretty low, but I was actually took a break earlier, so I lost like 4 minutes or something. But the clock is a real problem in real Legacy. It's like really big. So okay, so we have Pierce and Snare. I'm definitely gonna force this through here. Wait, where's his... Oh, he forced with it. I didn't notice. It's... Yeah, okay. So, take the snare. Then we're going to resolve Mystic, have this guy to block, and be just about golden. Oh, shit. Not quite golden. Actually, I can't even... Oh, no, I could GT. Oh, man, I got rid of the snare. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was best, but it might not. It probably wasn't. Because, Ancient Grudge. If I get the GT... Yeah, I can't get GT. I just can't. Like, he could let it get 2 counters, then destroy it on his turn. And, I can't Pierce, and then... Oh, come on. Man, I think I'm dead. And it's all because I have this Pierce instead of Snare. Because, like, even if he grudges the Batterskull and I can afford to bounce it, I just die. Pretty sure about that, at least. Yeah, if I could have had a black source this turn, I would be pretty good off, I think, but I didn't. Or maybe I'm not even sure if I can draw one and it still be good, because I think I have to go to 2 here. There's just no chance I'm surviving that. Oh, he could have just fired my face after attacking and I would have died. So I have to, like, yes, I have nothing. Then I have to, in order to play around Grudge, I have to block, activate. Then he grudges on my turn, and then I need something to survive. Black Source would be best. Would get to keep my Mystic. Nope. But I can cast this. That actually wasn't horrible. Not at all. I'm still, I mean, it's very unlikely that he doesn't find. Yeah, okay, he kept. I mean, I should be dead now. Kill me. I get swords, but in response he grudges, so I die. Turn 22, casually. We have another game. Jeez. We're gonna... My clock's gonna run out, and that's not really representative of what happened, so we're gonna restart this game. Just give me a second. Okay, last game of the day. I'd like to be able to beat this deck 3-1. Wow, that is really interesting. So double brainstorm hand, no fetches though, and our second land is a ruins, which is prone to wasteland and it just doesn't add mana. But it is not bad. It has lingering souls. Yeah, we're gonna. This is one of the risky ones. We're gonna keep, and we're going to. Brainstorming turn 1 sorcery speed plays around days and spell pierce, but it's also not very good if you don't have a fetch land or a ponder or a mystic. But I'm gonna do it. Okay, those are good cards. We're gonna lose. See, which one of these would we shuffle away? I guess the second Pierce, and then after that, doesn't really matter. So we kept this hand, wasted a brainstorm, but it turned out okay. Actually, if he pondered turn 1, I would have liked to spell pierce that. He shuffled too. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and draw the other pierce, even though it's not exactly what I want to do. It's not that big of a deal. Ah, yes, Wasteland. Well, I guess he doesn't have days. If he had days, you would definitely play it. Get to replay his Volcanic Island and say no to Brainstorm. Okay, now we're going to Ponder to be safe, I think. Oh yeah, we're gonna Ponder. Ew. We're gonna shuffle. We're gonna pass. I could have been less greedy and just taken the Ponder off that. No, that's actually still pretty greedy. Force, please. And in this situation where we don't care, like he's not doing anything, and we really do want to Brainstorm, we're just not going to. We're gonna keep drawing until we have to play it. I can still afford to wait. Wow, that sucks. Okay, that's good. Very helpful. Pretty sure we can't afford to keep this Force of Will. Oops, almost didn't. I'd be very surprised if he had Pyroblast or Spell Pierce here and he didn't counter the Brainstorm. Well, that is in fact what happened. Okay, that was his upkeep. He ditched another Delver. Ah, okay. Well, this one might be over now. Well, if I draw planes, I've got plenty of action. Take care of both these cards. Yep. If he doesn't flip, then I have a real good chance of surviving for long enough. Well, maybe not real good. Yeah, maybe not real good. Actually, I should have forced that. Even if I forced that, I still think at this point I'm dead. Well, okay, it was 2-2. I made some mistakes. Still have a long way to go. Like, Legacy is a tough format. But this matchup is supposed to be pretty bad, but maybe not as bad as it's supposed to be. Or at least as long as you build the deck accordingly. So that's it for this week, and be sure to tune in next time. I'll be doing more Legacy. I don't know what yet. Actually, I might go ahead and ask on Twitter, or you can post in the comments what you'd like to see. It's going to be two of the bigger decks, I'm sure, but probably not either of these two again. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time.